We are going to acknowledge JLT Insurance Brokerage. I know it's been done to death, and I know everybody's been talking about it for days, but we could not, we would be remiss to not start the show discussing what happened at the Oscars on Saturday. Excuse me, Sunday. Chantel.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. I don't even have to introduce you no more. Everybody know you my co-host.
That is so rude.
No. You the co-host.
Hi, in the zone. How you guys doing? Hi.
Did you watch it live?
Hell no.
So when did you realize it was going down?
When I was scrolling on Twitter, and all of a sudden there were these images that popped up of Will Smith walking across the stage to Chris Rock, bam, and then walking off. And I was like, what kind of skit is this? What is the point of this? It literally wasn't until 30 minutes later in the New York Times posted that it was real that I believed that it was real.
Took you that long?
Yes, and I didn't see the part from the clip from Australia till about an hour later.
That's because you don't follow B. Foster closely enough. I had that shit up 15 minutes later.
I'm so very sorry. I did see your live though.
I did have to go live. That shit was
Still can't believe you went live.
How could I not go live?
I mean, clearly you did.
I had to. Anyway, guys, I'm not even going to go through the whole conversation I had live. Go back on my page, scroll back. It's there. I gave you my initial opinions about it. I'll say this.
Yes. How did you find it? You watched it live?
I was watching it live.
Oh,
I was in Atlanta.
Okay.
It was my baby girl's birthday. Happy birthday, Chase. Not that you should be watching this. And we were out and about and doing our thing. We were at dinner, actually. And if anybody that knows me, knows that the Oscars is my shit. It's the only award show I care about. It's the only award show I watch. And I am deeply invested in who wins and loses because I'm a movie buff.
Really? All of them?
All of them.
Even like the best screenplay?
Absolutely. Okay. Best cinematography.
Oh, okay.
Best adapted screenplay. Best wardrobe. Makeup. All that. I'm into all that. Right. So we're at dinner. And I'm actually a smidge salty that we're at dinner. On her birthday and I watched.
Yeah, I gotta eat. Kids gotta eat.
We had a fancy ass dinner though. But anyway, that neither here nor there. We were supposed to go somewhere else afterwards, and she says, "I'm a little tired. Can we just go back to the hotel?" Yes, we can, baby girl. We get back. I may be there 15 minutes. I'm like, oh, we just in time for the good shit. Next thing I know, Will Smith is walking on stage, smacks Chris Rock. Much like everybody else, I'm confused. I'm like, was that real? That couldn't have been real.
How could you not be confused?
That couldn't have been real. But then the whole, when Will is mouthing, saying, but they're bleeping, keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth, I'm like, oh, wait. I think that shit just happened for real. And then I'm on Black Twitter, of course. Black Twitter never fails. If you're not on Black Twitter, get on Black Twitter.
How do you get on Black Twitter?
I would tell you.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole thing.
It is.
And then they posted the clip from Australia, unedited, of Will. You can hear the smack. You can see Chris's reaction, who took it like a G, by the way. Let me tell you something. I stopped watching Empire on season 2 when they had Chris Rock as the hardest G in the yard.
Yeah, I couldn't.
That's when I stopped. Yeah. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Chris Rock is the hardest G in the yard.
Again, he ain't get hit that hard.
It wasn't that hard.
My God, who wrote that diatribe? Oh, that's the link.
That's all. Go crazy, Ashley. So we do. I'm like, wow. So we get into it, and I'm just initially stunned, and then I get it, but I don't get it.
You get it? Oh, I'm shocked.
Let me rephrase this. I get if you're in a situation where your woman is offended, feels personally attacked, and looks to you for some form of protection, you gotta act.
Can we dial back her feeling attacked thing?
I'm telling you how Will felt in the moment.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if she felt attacked. Okay. I'm not even by her reaction. It wasn't even that dramatic. She rolled her eyes, and it wasn't even that big of a deal. So we can already acknowledge that Will has deeper issues than that one joke, right?
You think?
But I get that you want to protect your woman, particularly, and he said in his book that he's felt like he hasn't protected many people in his life. Okay. So this is an amalgamation of all of that, all of the jokes and memes and everything else that has happened over time, right?
All the emasculation that Black Twitter has done. Mm-hmm.
All the emasculation that Jada's done.
Okay, we have to have a conversation about this. But that's a whole nother podcast.
Done. We can talk about that too. We're going to talk about that later on.
Because I disagree strongly.
We can talk about that later on. We're going to get into that later on. Mm-hmm. That everything bubbled up in him in that moment, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Right. It was a weak ass straw. It was the absolute wrong time to do it, the wrong place to do it, the wrong way to handle it. Okay. But I do relate with him wanting to protect, and I put that in air quotes. Okay. His woman.
Yeah, you would get an argument from me, but okay. Well, maybe we'll see. We'll see how the night goes.
I mean, so let's start there. Okay. I don't even want to dive too deep into all of that. But before we get into it, before we get into the convo, we have to introduce our in-studio guest. You've seen her before. She was on the Wives Cheat on Their Men and They Ain't Shit Show. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. My girl Tamika. What's going on, baby?
Hot.
Are you hot?
Do you see the sweat on my lip?
I don't, actually.
No. Thank you, Jesus. Praise him. I shouldn't be wearing this hat, but you told me Wild Wild West. I said Will and Wild Wild West.
Look, she in here trying to rep the Wild Wild West. Oh,
no,
crazy.
I'm not trying to. I'm not from the West. My dad is.
No. But you look like you rode a horse up to this mug.
I wish I did. Can I afford a horse today?
Who we got creeping in the studio? Hold on.
But what?
Oh, that's our next guest. Hold on. Get on over here. Sit down.
You gotta sit down. You can observe.
Okay, hello.
Bia.
Hold on. We got a homie rolling through the studio.
Yes.
Right, go through that door to the dip. You good? Don't worry about it, brother.
Real time, people. Real time.
Hello. We got real time, people. We in real time. We got our next guest is joining the studio. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Nkechi.
Everybody knows you already.
No, they don't, because I just started a company.
You interrupting the introduction.
Lord have mercy.
She's out here late.
Oh, okay.
She's not from here.
So sorry, you all. I'm not from here, so I didn't know my way around.
That's
but
fine.
Hello, my name is Nkechi. It's nice to meet you all.
Great to meet you. It's my first time meeting you.
You know I love you. I'm Mama Juice, she said. I'm Deuce, Mama Juice.
Y'all can see Tamika's all the way turned up.
All day, every day.
It was all day turned up. All right, so we just started.
Yes.
And the first question is getting posed.
Okay.
And since you are the newest on the set, it goes to you first.
Okay.
We're talking about the whole situation on Sunday at the Oscars. But we're going to get whether Will was right, wrong, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's really important. I am curious, though. I have seen a lot of conversations about Will was protecting his marriage, protecting his family, protecting his woman. How do you think that was protection?
So particularly, I feel that their lives pretty much been on the forefront like all year with the red table talk. I feel like, they've been memes. They've been the laughing stock kind of on Instagram. The entanglements, that was really popular. I kind of just feel like he was annoyed. Like he just didn't want to be the spotlight joke anymore. Mm-hmm. And I just really feel like when it came to Jada, that probably tipped him over like the edge. And he got pissed off, like, stop coming for her, stop coming for our family. Enough is enough. It's not funny anymore. Like, it happened. Everybody's human. We all effed up, but it's time to just stop the jokes. So I definitely feel like that, like if I was getting picked on and I didn't have my weave or, any bundles or luscious locks, I would, feel insecure. So my man would definitely have to stand up for me. And, like, I don't condone what he did. Like, no, but thank you. I love you.
Hold on. I do want to state this for the record because generally we all tend to be an older cast.
Yes.
Oh. So we want to get a younger perspective.
Yes.
And you happen to be how old?
I am 26 years old and I'm turning 27.
Would you shut your ass up?
I am. Touchy.
No, hey, Tiger Can't wait for
Repping
season
Taurus
to come
season,
out.
the Bulls. Come on,
Okay.
Chi-Town. We know what's
I
up.
said how old she was. Not what her birthday was.
26. About to be 27.
She said that already. Hush now.
Momager.
Yes.
As a matter of fact,
Momager. I'm not
thank you.
Chris.
Thank
You're
you for that.
welcome.
Thank you for that.
Catchy, I'm Tina,
welcome.
right?
Come on, since you got so much to say, what is that? How you want to be protected in that moment, in that time? Do you feel that was protection, or do you feel that was Will's ego hurt, years of pain coming out? Oh, don't be quiet now. You've been live for the past 30 minutes.
That's a serious question.
It is.
And I watched that live.
Okay.
So we're not going to have me crying on TV. Or my daughter's watching me on TV, so I'm going to get myself together.
So what do you think? Is that how you'd want to be protected?
No, I would have. My suggestion was that that he should have tweeted, or he could have. Someone else said he could have touched her hand, connection with her. Like, I'm into the 5 love languages. And my other idea was maybe during his acceptance speech, address it at that point in time. Because, but then I follow a few other people, and they said they should have just got up and walked out. My mom's friend Adam said they should have just got up and walked out. I don't think anyone should walk out if they're getting flowers, because I'm in a coaching program and we accept our flowers all day, every day. You can hear my voice there's a reason for that. And I walked in telling you guys about a friend of mine who does therapy, and I'm from Naperville. There's a lot of social workers that Naperville tends to produce social workers. I went to Duke, so my research, I nerded out. And she posted something that I literally watched before I read. I'm sorry, pardon me, Psychology Today. BPD, and I worked in healthcare. Healthcare was rough. So this is you guys gonna have to.
Oh no, get it. That's all right. That's all right. This touches you in some way.
It did. I literally kind of got into an argument with my mom about this a few times, so bear with me. BPD, borderline personality disorder, is different than probably why I wore the hat. CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I remember one Christmas, I went home to rest, and I woke up to a commotion, and I'm big sis. And glass tables broken, somebody's hands good. They're going to the hospital. And I feel like I didn't do my job. So there's a lot of, as a kid who, this celebrity BS bullshit, mommy said it. Then Kayla, baby girl. It's BS, baby. I just need you to know that this stress is real. And I had an original blog where I posted this thing about being in a pressure cooker because I'm half Asian. My dad hated the article. My college roommate was like, go Mika. And I was just like, fucking die. Fuck this shit. No, it was so real. It was so real. So I'm going to stop there.
No, well, here's what a lot of people don't understand. People don't understand your story. And who you
I
are.
don't want them to. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
I get you. So I think what Mika's saying, and we can circle back to how she's connected and what this means at some point. I'm sorry, I got you.
I got it.
But what she's saying is that it's you're always ready. Will was feeling all of these feelings because of everything that happened before that, and the pressure cooker that happens in celebrity. Sean, your man, is this how you want to be protected? Do you feel this was an appropriate action? I'm not talking about just this as in that moment. I'm talking about somebody said something to you untoward.
Okay.
Is your man supposed to go knock him the fuck out? Go smack the shit out of him?
What did he
how
say?
do you want to,
What did he say?
What did he say?
Yeah. Because, I mean, it depends on what you say. If it was the G.I. Jane thing, then no, I don't expect my man to suck the shit out of him.
What warrants a response like that?
Well, first of all, I've been making fun of this like all day. That reaction felt very white to me. Like he was challenging him to a duel. The only thing that was missing was the glove.
Was the white glove?
I said that too.
I challenge you to a duel.
With the powder. Cat Williams said, get the powder.
Like, it was the most, people kept saying how ghetto it was. It was the least ghetto thing I think I've ever seen in my entire hood life, for sure. But for like a light, I will say for a unintentional, non-funny joke, no, I don't want you to go and slap a dude. If you are being aggressive and threatening me, then damn right you need to go and punch that nigga in the face. Point blank, period.
Aggressive, threatening, touched in any physical way.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But if he says,
I feel like people should wash their mouths.
okay,
that's also a fair.
That was a prime
oil.
example of people are okay. It's simple. It's just it comes back to just common sense. Watch your mouth, because you didn't have to say that. So you cannot warrant somebody's actions or reaction. Like, oh, well, I'm going to say such and such, but I'm going to hold them to the standard not to act a certain kind of way. We're all human and we all fall short. So how about you not, what's the word? I got it. Don't antagonize anybody.
there you go.
Well,
Don't be a protagonist. Don't be a protagonist. Don't start shit.
Or an antagonist, actually.
You know,
Yeah, antagonist. There we go.
You know, that is something I have heard. I've been watching several videos on this, and people are saying, like, you can't, well, some people are saying, you cannot measure or gauge somebody's reaction if you piss them off or make them upset. They're going to react how they're going to react.
No, they're going to react how they're going to react. Let me say this. I don't want that to be, because that's excuse making in a way, right? If I step on your Jordans on accident and I say my bad, you like, nigga, you didn't mean that shit, and you shoot me. That's not
Jesus Christ.
It's not.
That's not funny. It's real in Chicago.
I'm not cracking a joke.
People call us Chirac. That's not funny.
That was not a joke. This is my point.
Thank you, Brian. I understood you.
Yeah, this is what happens, right? So people overreact to the slightest indiscretions all the time. Mm-hmm. So you have to have some emotional control and stability about how you respond. Now, you can't control how anybody else responds.
For sure.
Right? So maybe you shouldn't, you gotta watch what you say, watch what you gotta do.
Be more cognitive of what you're saying and doing.
Absolutely.
It's cognitive dissonance.
But you also have to understand time, place, and situation. In this time, place, situation, a comedian made a joke in a sphere where, let me say this.
She has a disease. Alopecia is a disease, and
Assuming you knew.
Okay, but it's very public because she's a celebrity.
I didn't know.
Celebrities.
I didn't know.
Yeah, but come on, everything else is public. The red table talk doesn't.
What if he doesn't watch the red table talk?
Ignorance is bliss. Like
I not motherfucking bliss.
If you wanted to know something like that,
wait.
Go ahead.
It's not bliss.
I feel like I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All I was gonna say is, knowing Jada had alopecia is not equivalent to the Pledge of Allegiance. Everybody in the United States does not know that she had alopecia.
Ignoramus, as my grandma would say, ignoramus. And she was a teacher for how many years?
There's plenty of things in the NFL that if you ask me, Brian would be like, how the fuck don't you know that? I'd be like, I don't.
So that.
Wait, hold on. Here's what I'm saying. I agree. I agree. There is
nothing I don't know.
I'm a master of some, but not all. I'm a master of some, but not all.
I don't know a lot, but I'm willing to learn.
You know a lot, sweetheart.
I don't know a lot.
Catch you what I tell you.
I'm not saying
Catch you what I tell you. You know a lot.
Bigger, relax. Your turn's coming around. I'm not saying he didn't know. I don't know what he knows or didn't know.
Right.
What I'm saying is, let me give you a little history on the Oscars and cracking jokes.
What is cuckold syndrome?
Oh, and see, here we go with the emasculization.
Hold on, we're going to come around to that.
Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate you.
Liza Minnelli was basically given a stage when she shouldn't have been this Oscars, when she's not in a position to be, right? 5 years ago, Ellen called that woman a man and sir during the Oscars. 10 years ago, yes, she did, as a joke. 10 years ago, Billy Crystal had blackface on at the Oscars. I'm not saying any of this is right. I'm saying you have time, place, situation matters. That's all I'm saying. 4 years ago, while introducing the man that was winning Best Director, who was a Mexican American immigrant, Sean Penn said, "Who gave this motherfucker a green card?"
Sean Penn said that?
Yes, Sean Penn. I'm just telling you this. Wow. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just telling you the Oscars is known for crossing borderlines. Yeah. Now. Here's where I have it, and her having alopecia is a issue. My ex-wife had it. It's a very serious thing. I feel the pain. Here's what I want people out there to stop doing: comparing it to cancer. Let's not do that anymore.
Who's doing that?
Lots of people have made this comparison between it and cancer, which is ignorant. Talk to any cancer survivor. Anyway, that's a whole nother piece. Not equivalent at all. But we get off track a little bit, people. We're gonna bring it back. We're talking about protection.
Right.
Do you feel this was an appropriate response to protect his wife?
Oh, we all know that violence is not the appropriate reaction at any time, of course.
Why did I get a turn ever?
But like I'm so neutral on it. I'm just neutral on how I feel about it. I just feel like he should have watched his mouth, and I also feel like Will shouldn't have slapped him. But I can't be mad at him. Like, that was his right. You're coming for his wife in front of a room of like thousands of people. Like, I would be, or hundreds of people. I would be
millions of people watching.
Or like I would be super embarrassed. I would be like, oh my god. I would tell him like, oh my god, my life is melting away. I'm like, yeah, like flag help, assist me. So
wait, pause. Jen said Sean Penn ain't shit 64 years ago. He's only 61 years old.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I think somebody's math is off.
I think that was intentional.
Yeah.
Bring you back.
Yeah.
Put that phone out your hand. Come on, let's go. See, when I want to bring you back, you in.
Y'all didn't want to hear me though.
No, we would let you relax for a hot second. Now we back. Let's go.
I don't need to give you my mom's face.
I'm ignoring that face.
And when I do that to her, look.
I'm ignoring that face. You got something on us? Is this how you want to be protected?
I thought I told you guys how I want to be protected. My man lets me do me all day, every day. He's known me for 20 years, so he would know how I want to be protected because we communicate. So.
But your man's not watching.
He isn't. You're right.
So tell the people how you want to be protected in that instance.
I took Taekwondo and Hapkido. I like to protect myself. That's
okay.
Can you let me say what I need to say?
I'm just playing with you.
You don't want me to get hyped.
I'm just playing with you. Go ahead. Don't
My
beat
brothers
nobody's ass,
know.
Don't beat my ass.
I'm the oldest sister. You don't. When the eyes start and the head, the tick. The way I want to be protected is let me handle it first.
Okay.
And then if I need you, come roll through. I usually roll with my brother was a football player. My brothers played baseball. I be tired because they be making me run and shit. And lift shit. I don't want to lift shit. I want to sit and chillax. I just want to sit up in the house with my foot up and chillax. That's what I want to do.
That was not quite the question I asked.
Yeah, you said, well, how do I want to be protected?
Yeah, we're not talking about you lifting weights with your brothers.
Don't ask me no more.
Don't ask me. I want to.
Lord have mercy.
Let me shift gears. So we're talking about jokes being cracked.
I get hangry, guys.
And crossing lines. You keep eating.
I'm trying.
And jokes being cracked and crossing lines. Is there ever? No,
take a pause.
I'm good. Is there ever a phase or a space where a joke needs to be met with violence?
Yes, it is.
Let's do it. Talk to me about it.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm the hostile side of
don't
the
be.
room. I'm not trying to be hostile or anything like that. I'm definitely a lover. I'm not a fighter.
This is the hostile side.
Fight you in a second.
I know.
Okay,
see
so
how hostile she is.
It's just like in the Bible. I don't want to get spiritual, but in the Bible it says idle words. Like, be careful what you say because there is power in the tongue. So therefore, everything that you put out in the universe, it definitely is going to attract energy. So whether you say like, oh, you're ugly, or oh, you're broke, like whether it's a joke or not, like you're attracting that energy into their lives. So that's why they call certain things like cursing. You have to be careful what you say. So I feel like if you say a lot of idle words that are negative, most definitely a person has the, audacity, or they have the right to defend themselves. Watch your mouths. Don't be out here just talking to people any kind of way because that's trifling, and your mother's failed you if you feel like you could talk to people like that. I was raised in the South, so, Oklahoma and Texas. I was raised down there. I lived in Louisiana for a little bit. So, it brought a lot of Southern culture into my life. I speak to strangers like they're my aunties or uncles. And I'm also Nigerian, so, like in my culture, you have to speak to your elders. Like, if you guys were Nigerian, I would have been like, hey, uncle, hi, auntie, not disrespecting your age or anything of that nature.
You still can,
but that's,
I'm gonna say.
yeah, but that's just from my culture and who I am as a person and how I was raised. Like, it matters, nobody in this room scares me. I'll look you in your eye and I'll speak to you. That's just my character. So I feel like if you were to say something to me that was offensive, I don't deserve that. I know my worth, so you can't talk to me like that. A joke is only a joke so far.
What's the line?
When you start talking about people's spouse, people's parents, people's kids, the way people make money, that's definitely sensitive. When you start attacking, like having personal jokes that's supposed to jab and make somebody feel away, that's the line. Like if it makes you feel like, should I have laughed at that? Then that's the point where you need to realize that that was offensive. It wasn't a joke. If you had to ponder on it, it's not a joke.
Fair enough. Sean? Where's the line?
I don't think there's just one line. Or let me say that differently. The line constantly moves. I see this all the time, that norms and trends change.
Facts.
If you back this up, what is it, 70 years ago, 80 years ago, minstrel shows. That shit was hilarious then. You do a damn minstrel show.
Or minstrel?
Okay.
Both.
Somebody give me a drink.
The point is, if you did it now, you're getting your ass whooped. You were around it 80 years ago, totally fine. So you can never say where's the line. The line is constantly moving.
I can ask where the line is today.
Okay.
The line
I can
is
ask
today?
where the line is for you.
The line for me?
Thank you.
You're more than welcome.
I don't know. When I feel offended, and that's not there's not like one area where I feel offended. To her point, if I feel like I'm being attacked, like you're intentionally trying to come at me, you're getting your ass whooped.
Exactly.
Point blank. Period.
Stop
it's
it.
all about intention, for
I
real.
intentionally come at you all the time.
No, you don't. Because we'd have been fighting.
Okay. Catch these hands. How about
I
that?
will use me and you as an example, because there was one time you were throwing jabs at me, and I didn't like it, and we had to come back and have a conversation about it later.
A conversation.
I mean, well, we're friends, so no, I'm not going to whoop your ass. And I'm not even a violent person, so initially I'm always going to have a conversation before I get, about it. And I'm probably not even going to get about it, because I don't even like fighting.
You went to Bowen, so I mean.
Where'd she go again?
Oh,
I keep forgetting where she went.
Bogan.
Point is,
Whatever shits, I don't know. The ghetto.
Because Whitney Young is such a posh area. Where is now, but it wasn't at the time. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It was upcoming.
No, but my point is, the line is based on how I'm feeling, really. There's no way to say, like, if you talk about my money and you my homie and I know it's a joke, I'm not going to respond. But if you come at my money and I know you're really trying to be about it, then we have a problem.
Right.
So it just all depends on intention. Intention
and tone.
And who's saying it, right?
And who's saying
exactly.
it,
How close we are.
I just wasn't sure.
Go back.
No, because everyone else gets to talk.
We're going, Tamika, we're going this way. It's a curve.
No, she jumped in.
It's a curve. You see where it's going? You see the face? Let's see how it's going. Because I will say this, going back to the topic. Earlier that night, Regina King made a joke about entanglements during the Oscars.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody said shit.
There's nothing you really can do with a female.
I can't get canceled.
But
I didn't. You're not canceled. Relax.
I feel canceled.
You feel drunk. Anyway.
I'm not motherfucking drunk, bitches!
Drunk and high.
Cheerleader up in this biatch.
Oh,
Bia.
All right, come on. Here she go. Come on, Mika. We will get you back in. Where's the line?
Oh, shit. I got live ended because I probably was cursing.
That's probably, stop all that
knows.
nastiness. Where's the line between addressing it violently for you? Miss Karate
There
Queen?
is no fucking line.
No, there's a
It's
line.
double dutch. It's a rope. I'm gonna jump. You're gonna jump. We're gonna double dutch this bitch together. Are we double dutching? What? It's not a motherfucking line. You have to understand that the world doesn't operate in a vacuum. You have to understand the line moves. Any given Sunday, the fucking 10 yards, 20 yards, baseball. The fucking foul line, bunts, what the fuck ever. White Sox all day, motherfuckers. Bulls, baby. Mr. Reinsdorf owns the Bulls. This is the, what do you call it? The shooting, the free throw?
Foul line.
No, the free throw line.
The free throw line. Foul
I'm
line.
calling a
I
flag,
have
white flag,
something
red
to
flag,
say
blue
to
flag.
Shontelle Watson.
There's no motherfucking
One of the
line.
guests, they asked us.
I know, I see it.
Yeah, they asked me.
No.
My turn again.
They're talking to me.
She
Oh,
can
can I
interrupt,
say something to them?
Well, let's let them.
I'm
sorry.
fucking annoyed.
So sorry.
I'm not.
Okay. Well, I'm not either. So I just want to say they asked
just wanted to make that clear.
They said that.
We know each other though.
They said who was
That's why I
they?
let that love go.
That was me. I was like, who is they?
Oh, okay. I'm
Who
about to
is that?
say.
What are we talking about?
Because I will reintroduce myself.
Let me
All
reintroduce
right, let's get back on topic. I don't even know what question we left up on.
We were talking about,
but we can switch gears.
We were talking about our jokes worth getting violent behind, but we will shift gears there. And we kind of already touched on this.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna skip this. I'm skip around. Hold on. Should we? Because this has been a topic, and I've disagreed with some people I sincerely love and respect.
Right.
Should we care about showing our asses, frailties, issues in front of white America, or is family business for the family only? And I've seen people say we got to stop caring. I think Sean, you were one.
Big facts.
We got to stop caring about what white people think and all that good stuff. And I vehemently disagree. I will say that we will never, and I've said this a million times on this show, we will never, ever, ever, ever,
Never ever.
never, ever, ever be equal or have equality in this country.
Okay.
Never. However, I will not fuel the fire of disrespect, racism, sexism, or any other way by giving even the people that are on the borderline, maybe thinking about changing, or those that will never change, any fuel to their fire.
Okay, so here's a fun fact. You could just breathe and they're going to think all that shit. So it doesn't matter what
Facts.
you do.
It does matter, though.
It doesn't.
It does
They're
matter.
going to think it regardless.
They're going to think it regardless, but I'm not going to give them anything to point to say, and this is why I believe that.
But you don't need to do that. You could walk in a room right now in this very lovely tan blazer.
Thank you very much.
With your glasses on. They
Thank
gonna
you
still think you're a drug dealer.
Thank you.
And I'm still a nigga.
So cute.
However,
Precisely.
thank you. However,
You
what
look
I'm
nice.
saying is, they going to say that, and they be like, why you say that? And they going to be like, because my daddy, it's not going to be because
Right back at you.
Will Smith smacked a motherfucker with this, or I
Yeah.
saw this, that, and the other. Not on my watch.
All that respectability politics has gotten us a little of nowhere. We've been trying to shuck and jive and dance and be for the man and do what white people do since we landed on this damn continent. And yet we are still considered less than.
I am not saying
we're still
I'm gonna get the ladies in on
underpaid.
this. I'm not
So,
saying that.
it don't matter.
I'm not saying that we need to shuck and jive and dance for them. But what I am saying though is we do not need to air our shit on national TV
I feel you.
with all these motherfuckers in the audience.
Fucking
Just
why
have
not?
some self-fucking respect.
I feel
Fuck
you.
that.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why? We've been respectable in the Oscars since the inception of Oscars. This is the first time a black person has done anything like this in the history of Oscars.
This is the first time anybody's done anything like this in the history
Bullshit.
of the
John
Oscars. Who got
Wayne.
hit?
We popped
John
the cherry.
Wayne
Who
tried to he tried to hit. Okay, let me rewind a bit. So in the 70s, what's his name? That was in The Godfather. Somebody help me. That was in The Godfather that played the main person.
Al Pacino.
Robert De Niro.
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando,
bad.
when he got his acceptance
pop
speech
quiz.
for The Godfather, brought Native people on there because he was a big Native advocate.
Mhm.
John Wayne was backstage being held back because he wanted to beat the shit out of one of the people on the stage.
Did it happen?
It would have if somebody didn't stop
Did it
him.
happen?
But it doesn't matter.
It does happen. We talking about what could have happened and what did happen.
But there has been violence.
And we all know
Before.
John Wayne's a whore. So we're not right? So
No,
we're not even
Marlon
doing that.
Brando was the whore, but I digress.
I mean, a racist whore.
Okay.
Come on, let's get it in here. So, does it matter? Should we not even care? We're going to do what we're going to do, and white people going to think whatever they're going to think, and we're not even going to be worried about it?
It's so simplistic. For me, no.
Thank you. Yes, tell him.
It's just.
We're coming to you in a second, little girl.
Damn earring.
That's because you was hopping around doing double dutch.
We gonna need a
I'm gonna
referee
fight
in
you.
here. We gonna need a referee.
You gotta get slapped on TV.
I'm finna get
I'll be Chris
slapped.
Rock in this bitch.
Oh.
Let's go.
Wait, I'm waving on my
Okay,
flag.
so I feel like I keep all my business, to my family or my man. It's not everybody's business to see what I'm going through. More people are drawn to other people's pain or other people's business, other people's messy something. I don't want to give them that, So when all of the black men that were falling, victim to the police and gun violence and things of that nature, and we started this Black Lives Matter movement, we cried, we yelled, we were in the streets, and we mourned, and us as a nation, as a race, we came together and we bled and cried for these lost souls. And now look, all lives matter. So they took that pain and they turned it around and made it theirs. So therefore, what I'm saying is, it's best that we keep some things within our own community. Because they don't care. They capitalized off our tears. We were slaves. We were crying through that. We were losing family members through that. They capitalized. They built a whole country off of our pain. They don't give a damn about a black tear.
Lies she tells.
It's not no lies.
All right, come on now. Let's hear your piece.
Truth and facts. Nonprofit organizations love and care. They tell you what they love and care about.
Sure.
So white people are in those organizations, right?
Sure.
My girl, my roomie, Forever Duke, Bleeding Blue, Doctor.
But I can make this a Duke referendum. We're not doing that.
No, listen. You made me lose my train of thought.
Oh, let's
What
circle
did
back.
she say?
Let's circle back to the actual
Stop
question.
that.
Let's circle back to the actual question. Should we keep our issues in house, or
I just said no, and I'll say it again. And
come on.
to the motherfucking
You didn't just say no, because I just asked
I
you.
did say. I said strong disagree, hard line, disagree, all day, every
It wasn't
day,
your
every fucking
turn,
day.
man. Now it's your turn. Now let's go.
Fuck a turn. If I need to say something, I'm gonna be Will Smith up in this bitch. I'm gonna be who else grabbed the mic? I'm gonna be Kanye motherfucking West.
Oh,
This is
Jesus
Chicago.
Christ. Please,
He's fucking crazy.
Let's not do Kanye.
Let's not do Kanye, but I'm a Kanye shrug all motherfucking day. I'm gonna be Beyonce and come up after Kanye and be like, he was having a feeling or whatever. But if it's important to me, y'all, I want to slap him. Everything in me was like, speaking, don't do it. Don't do it. Where are my brothers?
The second slap of the week.
Where is my brother? Cedric, where the fuck are you? No, Tyler.
Girl, would you answer this question?
Obviously.
Pass. All right. So,
what was the question?
So you're saying we should not keep these things in house?
What I'm saying is fuck these white people. That's what I'm saying.
No.
I fucked the white boy. Oh, sorry.
Jesus Christ. That's a different show.
Fuck these
What I'm
white
saying
people.
is, I agree. I'm not saying that we got to kowtow, bow down, do whatever for the white people. What I'm saying, though, is, they still...
I have to laugh to keep remembering.
She's out of control right now.
Oh, God.
Don't say that because it gets me in trouble
God.
every time. Please.
Don't say
I'm not kidding.
Don't say what?
I'm not out of control. I'm a babe in
No.
total control of herself. Please
No, out of
don't.
control and like funny.
We talked about
like hilarious, like
we
funny.
talked
Yeah, you
about
are.
this. My
Like
brothers
hilarious.
are asking. I'm
Self-control.
dead serious. My brothers are saying, Meek, are you okay? I'm not playing with you, Brian. Remember, baby daddy.
Damn, they are
Jesus
so
Christ.
fucking crazy.
I don't even know what to do here anymore. I don't even know where we going with this anymore. All right, hold on.
I'm not prepared.
I was not prepared.
I'm on a roller coaster right now. Somebody take me the
we all-
fuck off.
we all over the map. We are
Am I
all over the map.
safe, y'all?
Jesus.
Can I get drunk around this? I'm
Hold on.
scared,
I got to do a commercial break. I got to do a commercial break.
Oh, shit. Take a
We are
commercial.
sponsored tonight by JLT Insurance Brokerage.
We sure
He
are.
specializes in helping people with. Hey Jimmy, I didn't know this was gonna be this show. I'm sorry. He specializes in helping people with pre-existing conditions or recently declined people get life insurance for themselves or their families. He's currently licensed in the following states: Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Alabama, and Texas. He's Jimmy Tarver. Give him a call today, 773-851-9011. I'll say that number again. Jimmy Tarver, give my man a call if you need life insurance or any insurance. 773-851-9011. All right, guys. So let me ask this. Let's circle back to the actual incident itself, because I think we haven't completely touched on this. But I think Tamika did raise a good point earlier about how it could have been handled. And I want to ask you how you would have. Let me rephrase that, because it's all ladies on the panel, so I don't. No, that's actually a great way to say it.
Okay.
How would you have handled it? As a man, I will speak from Will's perspective. I want you all to speak from Jada's perspective. As a man, I would have either A, waited to my acceptance speech and addressed it in that moment and said that Richard Williams was dogged, determined, and a father that raised his kids and had all their best interests at heart and wanted to protect them. I'm the same way. There was a joke made earlier tonight that I didn't appreciate about my wife. In a different setting, I would have handled it a different way. But tonight, in this moment, I want to say, that wasn't cool, Chris. And we'll talk about that later, and kept it moving. Or however he wanted to address it in the speech. That would have resonated better. Or I would have said, commercial break, I'm backstage. Me and Chris are having a conversation. And if I don't like the way that conversation goes, maybe I'll beat his ass. I'm not saying that's above the law. What I'm saying is, what I am not doing is jeopardizing my future earning potential and my family on national TV in that moment. Never mind the black man that was producing the show. Never mind the 2 black people that were underneath the stage doing the orchestra.
Right.
Never mind that Samuel Jackson had gotten an award earlier. Never mind that we had 2 black women hosting. Never mind that Questlove was probably winning the award right after that.
Right.
I'm not ruining that moment for any of them.
That obviously none of that was in his purview.
Everything but Questlove was.
Why'd you say that?
He knew a black man was producing that show.
Oh.
He knew there was 2 black men in the orchestra, leading the orchestra. He knew that Wanda and Regina King were hosting.
What I mean by in his purview is that that wasn't top of mind for him to focus on.
Top of mind is different.
Okay, top of mind.
So what I'm saying is, I would have handled it, but I would have handled it differently.
Okay, I think that's completely fair.
So as you're Jada, how would you have handled it?
Quite frankly, I'd rather say how I wish Chris had handled it.
Oh, well, let's go there.
I wish Chris. First of all, I've said this multiple times, and a lot of people got upset with me.
You good?
I still don't understand how it wasn't a fight, but I'll take that. Chris was like, "I'm not gonna make this a fight."
He handled it like a professional.
He did. What I would have liked Chris to have done when he was like, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth," I would have liked him to reply, "Okay, let's get on you," and his ass dig in the wheel real quick for a solid 2 minutes. That would have took the sting out of what have happened, made everybody laugh, made Will feel like a damn idiot.
Would it have been?
I mean,
at that moment, now is Will now rushing the stage again?
Why? But the first time was for his wife, right? Why would he rush the stage again?
I don't know.
He's not talking about his wife no more.
It was already at that moment. Okay.
Just saying. That's how I would have liked to see it handled. But back to Will. If we want to talk about how I would have liked to have happened, I like a hood mentality about this. And in the hood, as I believe all of us are from, you get that nigga in the back. You pin his ass up. You get him in the corner. You are. You're from the low end. Thanks. You get him in a corner by his damn self, and you fucking drill his ass. I don't understand any of this dual slapping shit. That was the most non-black thing I've ever seen in a really long time.
He's black. He's still black.
That's my point. And you from Philly, I expect more. I don't expect that. I expect bloop, bloop. I expect a couple of hits, not one across the face.
I don't know. There's nothing more disrespectful. Except for spitting on a brother and slapping him barehanded across the face.
Black people don't go around spitting on each other. That is not us.
Says who?
It happens.
Well, black people, y'all know go around spitting.
I'm just saying, short of spitting on somebody, open hand slapping them might be the most disrespectful thing you can do. For men. That's what I'm talking about. Just like when I was washing the grill on my beard the other day. It's for men. What you think?
What you just called me?
Oh, God.
Not the right name.
No, I didn't say her name. I'm showing everybody.
Okay, my name is Nkechi. You can call me Kechi for short.
I'm sorry, Kechi.
It's Nigerian. It's Igbo. It means
that's right.
God's own.
Get him.
Nkechi in your.
I got that.
Okay, the gift that God gives. Thank you.
All right, gift.
Yes, thank you.
How would you have it if you were Jada? How would you have handled it?
If I was Jada, I mean, like, short hair does make me feel insecure personally. So if I had to shave all my hair off because I was losing it, I already feel like, like an elephant in the room, because that's one of my insecurities. So if that was one of hers, I would definitely like wanted my man to come to my side, hug me, give me like a comfort and rub on my back, Cause I would be really nervous. I don't like too much attention. I don't like bad attention. Like, I'm very humble, low key person. So I definitely would have looked to my man to see, like, are we leaving? Are you gonna comfort me? or are we finna turn up? We got 3 options. But one of them has to be made because I'm embarrassed.
He clearly picked number 3.
Yeah, and I saw that, and I still would have been nervous. And I don't know if I could have stayed after he slapped him. I probably would have saw the slap, and I would have been like, okay, yeah, you're winning tonight, but we gotta go. Just get that thing mailed to the house. Let's go. I can't stay there after that. It's too embarrassing.
That's a whole other situation. Let me ask this. So you said that this dives into a whole other subject that we weren't even going to touch on, but you kind of touched on it, so I want to acknowledge it. Right. You said short hair.
Short hair is like an insecurity for me only because, like, when I was younger, my mother, she didn't know how to do hair like that. Mm. So, after I came
Can we take a
beat
for a second, Brian? There's a couple of comments saying our volume is low. I apologize. I just want Brian Gorman.
G. Gorman got it.
That the volume is low. Thank you guys for letting us know. You can continue. I'm sorry.
Okay, so basically, I had to cut my hair off like short when I was in high school, and a lot of people just tease me about it, and like I was really insecure about it because like I lived with my grandparents. My mom moved to Dallas, Texas, right after we moved from Detroit, Michigan. So I was staying with my grandparents, and what do old people know about hair? Nothing.
Facts.
And this is why I own my own hair business today. I had to teach myself about hair. So it's like, it really touches me because I really went without knowing how to take care of it to the point where I was going to school with a pixie cut that's slicked down with eco gel, like, I'm effed up, So for me, that's my experience.
It's a trigger.
It's a trigger for me. Like, so I understood, like, why he smacked the crap out of him, because, like, that's embarrassing. If y'all ever seen Jada's pictures, you never seen Jada bald in her life. So, therefore, like, that could become an insecurity when somebody's stepping into something new. That's scary. So, I mean, when you have people picking on it, it doesn't feel good. And I just saw an Instagram post with Jada on it, and she was, like, doing an interview, and she was saying in an interview, she said, I love my hair, like, I don't have any problems with it. And that's when she was bald and things, she just made it. I'm like, she has to come out and say this because y'all are making it seem unnormal. If you didn't criticize her on it, she wouldn't feel a need to have to explain herself. Y'all made it an issue, so now she has to come out and do damage control. Like, it's okay, I love my hair, but you have to say that once people make it seem like that was an insecurity of yours.
Well, I will say this, and this is where me and several people have gotten into disagreements about this over the past couple of days. I agree with Jada. One had short hair and Low Down Dirty Shame, which was 20-something years ago. True. So it's not the first time. Yeah. Not like this.
Not like that though.
And Jada puts a lot of her and Will's business on Front Street. So when these things happen and then people make commentary about it, if you were like not doing that and were quiet about it, I'd be a little more sympathetic. But you've made money. You built a brand off of exposing, and I won't even say exposing. Let's say opening up the world to issues, and they're relatable to you, so they're relatable to other folks, which I appreciate actually.
Can I ask what business Jada put out on them?
Now I know that August.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Wait. August originally put it out there.
Thank you.
But it did not have to be a whole table talk about it.
Yeah, no.
But they felt
why not?
It didn't have to be because that's your personal business.
It completely launched and it was weeks long because they didn't come out right away.
Nobody cares.
Let it go. They're dead. Keep it moving.
They could have. They chose to open up about it, which on some level I appreciate.
On some level, but you saw how Will was reacting to that. It clearly was not what he wanted to do.
I don't know if that's.
Did you watch that? He didn't want to have that conversation. He did that to support Jada, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, it was cringe.
It was cringe.
It was super cringe.
Just let that be.
They were talking about bad marriage for life. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh Jesus. So I mean, I'm not in their personal business about how they handle it or whatever they're doing. But what I'm saying is, when you have conversations and acknowledge it and have continuous responses to it, you breathe more life into it.
Right. No, I don't disagree with that.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they originally put it out there, but then a lot of shit goes out there and then you let it die.
But then Will wrote a whole book, and part of it was that he throws up. At one point in his life, he was vomiting after orgasms. So unfortunately for people who lapse memory, it's not Jada just putting this shit out there.
I'm not saying it's just Jada. What I'm saying is Jada started that shit.
She did not. August started that.
No. She started the whole Red Table Talk. They put a lot of that shit out there even before the.
But it was lightweight stuff. They were talking about hair and they family life.
I don't know. I didn't watch.
They separate vacations. It was real lightweight.
I don't watch enough to be an expert on it to say.
Exactly.
But I do know I saw my man Will suffering during the Red Table.
I didn't see it that way.
You didn't see him
I
suffer?
thought he was uncomfortable for sure, but I didn't think he was suffering. That was not.
Here's my point about this. Then, if you're gonna have this relationship and you want to put it out there and everybody's gonna have their opinion and whatever, I'm gonna own it. Boo, then own that shit. Don't call it a entanglement.
You saw he called out on that
entanglement, but he never did. You fuck that nigga. Say that shit. Just own that shit. I fucked him, and yep, you said it was cool, so I don't know why you out here tripping right now. Let's put all the cards on the table.
I don't disagree.
Right.
But people gotta do wordplay.
But he did tell her that he was gonna get her back, so I mean, that's
what do you need to get her back for? He was doing the same shit she was.
I mean,
because he said it. He said he was.
Black man don't cheat.
Except Will Smith. Well, actually, they weren't even cheating.
That's not cheating.
They weren't cheating. They had an agreement.
They have a relation. They have a deal. They have a deal. Let me ask this. Tamika, you get off that damn phone because I'm putting this to you right now.
He said why he was crying, and he did not say he was crying about the situation. Y'all gotta stop that.
Are you in the chats, girl? All right, Tamika's handling the chats right now. Was this display, this whole thing, a display of toxic masculinity caused by toxic femininity?
What?
I'll
let you answer that first.
What happened?
Was this whole display that happened the other day? Because clearly not based on that one joke.
Yeah.
Years of build-up. Was this display, because I think it was toxic masculinity, personally.
Yeah.
But was it driven by toxic femininity?
I feel like he didn't want people to take him as a soft person. Like, oh, how are you allowing your wife to, be getting smashed by somebody else and it to be publicly coming out like this. And the man not only has smashed your wife, he's in love with her. Like, he was.
In love.
He was. He was crazy for her.
I don't think it was. I think it still is.
Yeah, exactly.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. So, like, the thing about it is, I think everybody was kind of just trying to check Will. Like, man, you gonna just let all this stuff happen? You're not gonna have one thing to say? So I feel like that was just definitely the cherry on top, and he had to show him, like, I'm not no pussy. Like, I'm finna act up some kind of way. Y'all finna see, like, it's not like that. You're not gonna go too far with this. So I feel like it was insecurity.
What's funny about that though is that you say that, and I said this earlier. Obviously, he can't run up and smack Regina King.
Heck no.
But
he would have been in handcuffs.
Done and done. But she made a joke, and both of them laughed and let it.
But you don't know, they might be like a girlfriend conversation, like, hey girl, I didn't like that, bitch. You need to stop playing. Like, we supposed to be cool.
He should have handled it the same way. Is what I'm saying.
He should have. But people get tired.
People get fed up. It's
like what they say, like it's like being a dead cow.
Dead horse.
There
I get your analogy. I get your analogy though.
You get my analogy.
I get where you're going with it. So do you think this? You already don't like this question. I can tell.
What's the question again?
Was this a show of toxic masculinity?
Yeah.
Based off or spurred by toxic femininity?
I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's that cut and dry.
Talk about it.
First of all, there's no such thing as toxic femininity.
I'll beat your ass. Yes, there is.
No, but I think I think it's too personal.
This is like black men don't cheat.
Sure. I think it's too personal. Like I think it's very easy to try to diagnose Will with all these like buzzwords and shit, but I think there's legitimately something going on with Will.
Absolutely.
And I think her reaction spurred something in him that we will not understand until he speaks about it. And we may not even still understand it once he speaks about it, if he ever speaks about it. So I think that's way too simplistic to try to formulate it in toxic masculinity. It's far too personal. Was it his ego? For sure.
Those things can't intersect, spill over?
We all got egos, though. I don't think that's...
Not me. I'm very egos.
King narcissist. Anywho, I just think it's too personal. I don't think it's as simple as just him being a brute. Because he's really not a brute. That's not really his.
No. This is actually the opposite of how
and I think he's
reacting.
very evolved. I think he's just dealing with something that is bigger than his masculinity, that's bigger than his femininity, that's bigger than, you know, we are not fair to them, is the truth of the matter. Right. We have done a couple of things, and I know we're going to get to this at some point, that we have made Jada the ultimate evil woman who's a masculine. What's his face? Fred Holcomb, not Fred Holcomb. Corey Holcomb just got roasted online because he called her evil and had a whole bunch of other things to say about Jada. And the world, whether you all want to admit it or not, has emasculated Will by calling him a cock. Somebody put that in the comments, saying he's feminine, basically saying that Jada's the man in the relationship and Will is just taking it. How dare you be with her? Somebody posted the other day, like, I'm not defending no pussy that I'm not the only one fucking, even though they both have been clear that they both are fucking people. Like, people just have not been fair to both Will and Jada, and I could see him having a breaking point, having millions upon millions of people telling him he a bitch in his relationship. 1,000%. And no, man, I don't give a shit how strong, how narcissistic, or anything else you are, having millions of people telling you a bitch day after day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute, you're eventually going to have some type of reaction. Right. His just turned into a dual slap.
Chris Rock didn't deserve that anger.
He didn't. Chris did not deserve
Chris
that
Rock didn't deserve that. But no, that was very well stated. Yeah. I appreciate that perspective.
Yes.
Jada ain't shit.
See, here we go. Here we go.
No, if you read Will's book, which I have not, by the way, but I've heard excerpts, he has said that he wanted a traditional relationship with a family and blah, blah, blah. He went over the top with all these big houses and all this extra shit trying to impress Jada, which didn't impress her at all. That was not what she was in it for, right?
She was fucking Tupac. That shit ain't gonna mean nothing.
Oh, what? You know, that's not, we're not bringing up Tupac. Anyway, what I'm saying, though, is she's made it clear from jump this was traditional relationship is not what she was in for.
No, she didn't make that. They got to a place of that.
That's not what Will said?
I thought they had a conversation where she said she tried, and that's what she led to her emotional breakdown, and then they fell into this.
She tried, but so from jump, she wasn't really in it.
Oh, all right, fair.
Right?
Fair.
So she tried for his sake, I suppose, and their family's sake, I suppose. And she's like, you know what? This is not where I'm at. This is not where I want to be. And he shifted.
Right.
Hard shift.
I don't know how many men would have a difficult time making the pivot to fuck other bitches and still have your wife.
No. Fuck other bitches.
Easy shift.
Super easy shift. Sand under my feet is moving.
Okay.
You can fuck other dudes.
Oh.
Not such an easy shift.
No, see, now why are y'all like that?
I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it is.
But why are y'all like that? Men.
I'm a woman. I'm a woman.
Okay. Well, why are people born males like that? Just to clarify.
We have no idea. They're just territorial and possessive by nature.
Not all of them.
I got a different opinion.
No, let me shut up. That's why I keep stuff in my mouth.
Well, nobody said you had to shut up, boo-boo.
I'm telling you, like, you can see it in the chat. I went to
I'm not even reading the chat.
I went to 3 different spaces. I said accountability group. Where the fuck are you? I need you. I said support group. Y'all busy? For me, Wellness Wednesdays means I have to meditate. For me, this is not a safe space. And when you guys talk about the public, the peanut gallery, crazy rich Asians, baby, all motherfucking day. I'm black and yellow, Malaysian. I mean, you guys don't, like, black people always have something to say. I went to Duke. I posted this live. I said I had to go to the rare archives of Perkins Library to do an essay. I can't remember the professor's name. About systemic racism, institutionalized racism, the roots of this when it comes to slavery. And people want to be like, it's not about race. And I want to be like, all right, keep calling me light bright. Keep calling me this, that, and the other. And then call me extra, call me crazy, call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. But my motherfucking name is Tamika Siobhan Williams, because I'm adopted. Is that okay with you? But no, when you go to Wikipedia, they say, Tamika, you can't use court records. Fine, fuck it. Check the Essence article. Check the Ebony article. Chicago White Sox 2005. I mean, check my Royal TKO media blog. Royal TKO. Royal is my dad's middle name. People don't know me, and what did we talk about, Ketchy? I said, T.I., baby. What did I say?
I don't remember.
When you see me in the motherfucking streets.
Okay, yeah.
You don't know me. We're going to do the nod. We're going to keep it neighborly and hood rich. Hood rich. What y'all? I mean, if we want to make this about hip hop, I said hustle and flow. I'm hustling. I'm a flow. Like, you can call me troubling. You can call me whatever name you want, but my motherfucking name is. What's my motherfucking name? And that happened to us, right? Catchy.
Yeah,
and I said, my name is Mika, but my mom said 4 letters is too short. So she said, tell Mika. Then I turn how old? And she's like, I want to name you after me. It's not the thing right now, but I'm going to name you Jenica. Bia, my name is Tamika.
Wait, Tamika, tie this back to what we're talking about.
I'm saying you can go off on a tangent, which is what black people do.
Here we go. Okay.
It's what we all do in the culture. And this cancel culture is bullshit. This mental health awareness is May. Domestic Violence Awareness Month is April. That is the toughest month for me. The podcast before this was about astrology. We are both Taurus, Chicago Bulls. Like, I used to go to Bulls games. If you want me to tie shit together, I can tie a lot of shit together, but I'm asking you, what do you care about? You don't give a fuck about Tamika Williams. You give a fuck about a motherfucking ticket.
So,
Chicago White Sox, Chicago Bulls,
protect
whatever.
black women. That's what I gotta say.
What
protect
black women?
and
Protect black women.
I'm Blasian. Fuck that. All
Protect-
motherfucking day. I'll flip. I'm flip.
Don't
And my
fuck
my
that.
cousin told me.
Hold up. You
No, my cousin
tripping,
told me
bro.
Tamika
You
flip
tripping,
is
bro.
derogatory.
You have to
It's
get
not
you together, bro.
Let's bring it back.
Okay,
Let's bring it
okay,
back. Let's
okay,
bring it back.
okay.
Because they don't fucking care what I
You're
say.
embarrassing me, bro. Like, this
Bring
is
it
the
back.
second time I ain't came out with you. You embarrassing the fuck out of me, bro. I'm finna get mad.
Get
All right,
mad because
okay.
I'm not embarrassed.
Okay, ladies.
I know my truth.
Well, I'm
Ladies.
finna be.
Ladies.
Can be.
Ladies.
I'm finna be.
Ladies.
Mom,
We got
teacher,
all we
don't
got
cap. Oh shit, Tamika, sit in the motherfucking corner. This is what I told my family. If you want, she told me to go outside earlier. I can take a breath. No.
yeah.
Okay. Take a
Yeah,
break.
let's
We need to take a
break.
beat.
Take a break.
Everybody needs to take a beat.
I don't need to take a beat. I'm gonna tell you what I know.
That's
And
what
if
you
you don't
do.
want to hear it, then don't listen. It's
It's-
that simple. That's what I
Tamika-
tell people all the time.
Give me some wine, y'all. Give me a shot, please. My nerves. I get
I
embarrassed.
got
easily.
wine. I
She
don't
got
get
whatever.
embarrassed.
I get
easily.
embarrassed.
Well, let's go, Shy. What are we back to?
I don't know.
I brought wine.
I don't know. I'm
I
not even
brought
going.
wine and she doesn't
I'm not even
fucking
about to
want it.
sit
It's
here and
not
lie.
about who cares. No one fucking cares.
Tamika,
Relax.
we do care,
Everybody
and
knows.
everybody's opinions
Where are
matters. Everybody's opinion matters,
Bro.
but we want to stay on topic. We can always talk about whatever's going on at the end of the
Absolutely.
podcast.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
why don't we? I don't even know where to go. Got nothing.
All right, we only got 4 minutes left. We only got 4. It goes fast.
I know.
It goes fast. We've been on
Good
there for like
times.
an hour and 15 minutes. So we got 5 minutes left. I want to make sure everybody gets to close with their finishing thoughts. What we're circling around, and this whole show has been around what happened Sunday, but really not what happened Sunday. More around what's happening in our community and how we're dealing with it. So I'm gonna end with this one. How do we move forward, not from this incident, but as a people, without nonsense like this being the topic of conversation when it comes to us? What do we do? How do we make it work? Can we make it work? You know what? Fuck that. That's too deep.
Yes, we need
Fuck
something
that.
light.
Let's keep it light.
Yeah,
Let's
keep
keep
it
it light.
light.
Let's keep it light. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it light. When can I smack a motherfucker? Just let me know when I can smack a motherfucker.
Apparently, if they say something about your boy,
If they crack a joke about my
That
mama, can I smack a
motherfucking
motherfucker?
never, ever scared.
yes, apparently, Will said it's
No,
okay.
I'm saying I don't want to hear this shit. When can I smack a
If the
motherfucker?
men in black say it's okay, it's okay. Let's do
No,
it.
men in black don't count. Remember, black people don't matter. Tamika doesn't matter. Blasians don't matter. Black
That's
and
not what-
Asian.
That's not what Tanya
Wait,
said.
how do we get there? I don't.
That's not
Because
what
I
Tanya said.
keep trying to trying to get you guys to tie it together. I keep getting shut down. I keep getting called crazy. You know how many times I've been... I can tell you how many times in my life I've been
called... We're talking about right here today.
We're talking about today.
Right now. Let's focus on right now.
I can tell you. My brother said, Tamika, you have extreme PTSD.
I can't do anything about your brother.
In this room
You're part of this room. What don't you get when you live on the platform?
We're talking about these 3 people.
Okay,
right now in this room with you.
All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to end the broadcast. It's been quite a delight. Thank you, Tamika.
It has not been a delight.
Go ahead.
She told me I embarrassed her.
What's your final thoughts?
Damn.
What's your final thoughts?
Damn.
We cannot wrap up because they will not let us go.
Excuse me. I just moved from Dallas, Texas down here to Chicago, and I wanted to get on this live tonight and tell y'all that a bad bitch is in y'all city. Okay, making money, selling hair. You want some good hair? What I'm wearing is in my collection, brown sugar bundles.
Promote that shit.
Go ahead and go get it. Okay, I'm done.
What's the website?
I don't need nobody sabotaging me. I am a businesswoman.
Sweetie,
at the end of the day.
Let's plug your website. What's the website?
It's brownsugarbundles.com, and also you can link my Facebook. It's Nkechi, Nkechi. Last name Atueyiii. You can go in there, add my page, and yes, everybody can take their little lash and shit, but it's been plenty of emotions, and I'm fed the fuck up. But good night, y'all.
Hair looks good, goddammit.
Closing thoughts, Brian.
I don't even know where to close.
Well, this is what I will say. All 34 of y'all that have popped in and out, thank you for watching this train wreck.
Roller coaster ride.
I can't even thank y'all enough for rolling with this. I'm pretty sure I'm about to get a hell of a lot of text messages.
Hold on, I got final thoughts.
But this,
you already know I got
thank
final
you guys
thoughts.
for watching.
This is what I do. Hold on, final thoughts. B, get the camera on me. Let me get my final thoughts. Let me up, B. Let me get final thoughts. No, put my shit down.
Put this shit out. Yo. It's time to go to bed. Fuck this shit. It's time to go to bed. I done came out my whole fucking jacket.
I'm good. Hey, listen. Hey. One. Everybody that watches and always tunes in, I appreciate you all.
Since the Oscars had nothing on this, I'm telling you right now.
This was Black Oscars. God damn it, this is Black Oscars.
Shit, I didn't came out my jacket.
But no, seriously. Seriously though, for real.
Oh my God.
Burberry watch on, fuck.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here, but it doesn't matter. Here's what's happening right now. I appreciate you all tuning in. We had obviously a multitude of opinions. I think that the craziness of the Oscars and what Will did has spilled over not only to the show but our community, right? There are, and this is really, I'm gonna end this on a real note. I was talking to my boy today that teaches, and he said there was a young man that walked into a classroom today, smacked a kid. No, real dog. Smacked a kid and said, "I don't like what he said about me yesterday, and Will Smith can do it. Fuck it, I can too." The actions we have, the words we say, the moves we make, particularly when you're on that level of fame, matter. So everybody's saying protect black women. I feel what Will is saying, blah, 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 blah. When we perpetrate this bullshit in our communities, our kids see it, and they think violence is cool on any level no matter what happens. It's just not cool. We need to be worrying about how we move around. And this is why I'm saying, Sean, it's not even really about white people. But we on with white people on the biggest stages, and black kids see it.
That's a fair perspective.
So we got to move different if we want different results for our kids.
I want to just apologize to the podcast because I'm a very sincere person.
No, I loved you today.
And you guys were great. And I would love to come on again, but you guys were amazing. This was super fun. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
And I love to talk my butt off. So to the crowd, I hope y'all enjoyed me and just thank you for
y'all better get some of them damn bundles. All right now. Hey, we will be back next week.
Because
same
Tamika doesn't motherfucking matter.
Same
because Love, Inspire, Teach, Eat all day. If everybody gets the plug, I guess I don't.
Oh, you got a plug? Go and play it up.
I just did.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, there you go.
That was fast.
That was a good plug.
Yeah, because I fucking get in where I fit in because I don't matter. Blasians don't matter. Asians feel this way all day, every day. Love, Inspire, Teach, Eat. Love everybody.
Give them a website.
Inspire the people. It's loveinspireteache.com. It's Instagram, Love Inspire Teach E. For all my followers, it's not hard. Follow the light. Love Inspire Teach E. I'm Black Catholic.
Follow that light, y'all.
Do we fucking matter? No, everybody hates a Catholic, but that's for another day.
He's a
Lord.
All right, hey y'all. So
topic.
JLT Insurance.
Oh, Lord.
He specializes in helping people
Oh,
with
Lord,
Hey,
praise
Jay, you got a lot of hits on this one, brother. JLT Insurance Brokerage. He specializes in helping people with with pre-existing conditions. That's right. Got him. Recently declined people that need life insurance for themselves or their families. He's currently licensed in the states of Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Alabama, and Texas. His name is Jimmy Tarver. Give him a call. After this show, I need some fucking insurance. 773-851.
For this show?
9011. 773-851-9011. Love y'all. Next week. Peace.
Peace.
I need a drink.